Happy Sagittarius Day to all my suns, moons, and ascendants out there. Know what I'm saying? So, of course, when we talking in this Sagittarius season, for me, this is all about the expansion period. It's all about the growth experience. It's all about being passionate. It's all about having luck. It's all about having faith. It's all about having optimism. It's all about having greatness. It's all about having strength. It's all about having faith into people, places, and things. To where we all can work together, where we all can learn from each other, where we all can basically get into our spiritual natures, where we all can get along and come together, where we all can put our differences aside, because this is the month where it counts. Know what I'm saying? And of course, Jupiter falls into Capricorn, and basically this month is not really the new year, because they claim that it could be a new year, which don't make no motherfucking sense. Because at the end of the day, when we talking about Jupiter, aka Sagittarius, this is ninth. Feel me? This is ninth house, dealing with the legs. Then we talking about Capricorn, it's gonna go with your knees. Then we talking about motherfucking Aquarius, which is gonna go with your legs. Then we talking about Pisces, which is gonna basically go with your feet. That's the death stage. After that, we start back into Aries season, which is the new year, where you begin from head to toe. You don't fucking begin from motherfucking to motherfucking January to January. Nah, it ain't the new year. Don't let them lie to you, feel me? New Year starts April 21st. Know what I'm saying? Spring equinox, where things begin to start to grow. Ain't nothing gonna basically be new year if shit is dead or the leaves fall. Everything ain't really moving. Feel me? So it's all about, this is very important, and very important time of the year to basically plan good intentions. And of course, it's a new month right now, and of course, and we got the phase with the moon, which is 15 more days, it'll be a full moon. So of course, you have been planting bad seeds, you gonna get the bad fucking seeds back. If you was planting good seeds, you gonna get your ass some good seeds back. Now it's all about planting good seeds and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's all about having optimism, courage, and faith in yourself. And if you don't believe in yourself, then someone gonna take your belief, someone gonna take your imagination, someone gonna basically utilize it and do whatever. Especially if you got blind optimism and blind faith during this time and shit. Especially if your ass believing in something outside of you and not believing in yourself. You gotta believe in yourself. You gotta go within yourself. You gotta basically grasp for all the information, all the knowledge, and all the prosperity within yourself. You gotta go to Scorpio season in order for you to get the expansion mode, which is basically Sagittarius. You know what I'm saying? You gotta expand. You gotta go through some kind of transformation. If you kill still holding on to grudges and fear and anger and shit, it's gonna be very hard for you to basically activate your motherfucking Jupiter and also your ninth house energies and shit. So it's very important. So we're about to run through the houses real fast. You know what I'm saying? So if you got Jupiter in your first house, you're gonna basically be going through expansion, growth, for self expression, especially with cheerfulness, basically being very unselfish, being open-handed, and basically being a key or being a factor to basically helping somebody else. You'll be very passionate about this. Try to find room and opportunities on this time to basically start new projects or new ways of basically showing yourself into the world. Now, when we got this in the second house, basically you're gonna go through a self-expansion or self-growth or blind growth, depending on what kind of seeds you're planting. Dealing with resources, dealing with material, basically nurturing people, places, and things, and also having satisfaction and basically professionalism. Now, when we're talking about third house, you're gonna basically be dealing with this with your environment, people, places, and things, the way you think and communicate, where you can learn how to rationalize with people and connect with people from all sorts, especially in your environment. Now, when we talk about motherfucking fourth house, we talking about basically private matters, private home issues. You know what I'm saying? Your instinct nature is to nurture people, heal people, and basically have happiness and hope, especially basically about dreaming in the big home and shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, we got Jupiter in your fifth house. Especially Jupiter is, especially the sun is in the fifth house too. So especially where we talking about Sagittarius, and of course we had 0 degrees. So this is basically a time where you can basically start to plant good seeds, have self-expression. Fifth house, joyfulness, childlike natures within yourself. Feel me? Be very romantic, especially dealing with partners or people, having clarity and having power, and try to watch out for ego, because this can throw you off though. I'm sure you gotta have a little bit of balance. For me, you gotta be a little, learn how to get into your opposite energies when we talk about Aquarius and shit. Basically equilibrium with everybody and having self respect for everybody. Feel me? Not just looking at, oh, I'm this, I'm that. For me, you gotta have a little bit of balance, especially when you got Jupiter in your fifth house. For me, don't be too center stage and shit. You know what I'm saying? You gonna get you some good luck. You gonna bring you some good fortune, but learn how to share the ball. You know what I'm saying? Sixth house is basically dealing with self control, your daily route, your daily work, your daily routine, your daily patterns. This is also dealing with organization and basically organizing the details and being more practical. You're gonna go through expansion and growth in that period. Now, seventh house, basically this is self control, dealing with your relationships, how you relate to other people, places, things, especially with wisdom and knowledge. This is how you learn, and then negotiations, peace and balance, and fair-minded natures and charming natures also, and talents and creations is where you're gonna basically go to expansion and growth. Eighth house, you're gonna go to self control and self expansion and growth, dealing with overcoming your fears, overcoming obstacles, doing deep investigations, research, get into taboos, get into deep occult mysticism, science, technology. Also, basically having a spectrum of basically, having a point of view where you can basically explain death or try to basically get people to basically realize that death ain't really bad, death ain't really seen. So I'm saying I communicate with the death, I talk to the death. Yeah, you're gonna be on that kind of, you're gonna be on that kind of type of time, especially when we got Sagittarius in the season. So how to activate these powers to your best interest. You know what I'm saying? So basically bring you into a career where you wouldn't basically expect it, because remember Jupiter is expansion, growth, luck, optimism, faith. You know what I'm saying? So you want to basically have that shit with you and all possibilities. Feel me? It's gonna manifest. Ninth house is also, you're gonna be basically dealing with self expansion, with being in the hunger mode for information, knowledge, expansion, teaching, learning philosophical point of views and principles, morals, and all kinds of that nature. Feel me? You're gonna be just basically hungry motherfucker, especially when you're dealing with the mutable fire, adapted to other people's ways of thinking, the communication, especially being open to experiences and beliefs. Now I'm saying you're gonna be open to new experiences. Feel me? Try to keep your horizon higher and don't just stay stagnant in one place. Feel me? Also, we got Capricorn. I mean, not Capricorn. 10th house. We got it. Well, it is the same motherfucking thing, but kind of a little different. But when we talk about 10th house, this is self growth and improvement and expansion, dealing with the way you practicalize your life, your status, your career, your commitment, or you're gonna basically be finding this throughout other people where you could basically apply this to your life and shit. Feel me? Try not to get lost into egotism. You know what I'm saying? One at a time, step by step, one process, one go at a time. Feel me? Don't cram things and shit, because you know this. Well, you know Capricorn. Feel me? Sagittarius 4 is a Capricorn, so you know you want to basically take your time to have self development and self growth. So every day is a motherfucking day where you need to be basically practical, being more practical, and basically being more open to optimistic and skills and all kind of that nature. Now I'm saying you got to be very down to earth. Feel me? Especially dealing with Cardinal too. Aquarius. Basically, you're gonna find self expansion and growth dealing with associations, technology, occult mysticism, astrology, society, humanitarian goals, and basically rebellious natures. For me, you may feel the need to break the rules during this time, especially knowing that we're in the age of quote unquote Aquarius. So this is the cycle. This is for me the age of Pisces, where dreams, imaginations, illusions, fantasies are basically coming to an end. We basically developing in our way, in a unique way of basically Uranus, aka Aquarius, aka more like Saturn. That's why when Saturn goes into Aquarius, all crazy shit about to go. Your ass about to go back on lockdown. Your ass can't leave your house. But are you gonna allow that, or are you gonna take your power back, or are you gonna basically let COVID-19 run your motherfucking life? You gotta pick and choose. These motherfuckers gonna run your life, or you gonna run your motherfucking life. Feel me? It's time to rebel. Time to basically get on your shit. Now, also, we got basically when you got Jupiter in your 12th house. See, Jupiter loves being here because you know why? This is basically giving you opportunities on all possibilities of having commitment, passion, independencies, fantasies, illusion, dreams, vision, and of course, you're open to the universe. So you should be activating your nature, especially if you got Jupiter in your 12th house. You need to be connecting more internally and expressing your ways of saving the underdog or saving people, places, and things that's lost. For me, try to enlighten people. Basically, have balance and peace, where you can basically help humanity and not let them get this motherfucking vaccine, or not let them fall into illusion, or not let them get lost. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's very important. So, but yeah, we about to get into the signs real fast. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Now look, when we got this Jupiter and Aries, you're gonna be basically finding more ways to be very confident, competitive, independent. Try to have space where other people, places, and things can have growth. And this thing, you won't be too dogmatic, especially with your dealings and dwellings with dealing with expansion, growth, optimism, and learning experiences and shit. Try not to dive deep into what happened in the past, because this can basically blindside you and put you in circumstances and situations where you may lose yourself. Also, if you are moon in Aries, you're gonna be receiving that energy. Also, talking about second house here, basically you're gonna be going through expansion and growth, dealing with values, worth, investment, feel me, and nurturing individuals. Try not to get too caught up into self-indulgence, feel me, because expansion and growth is dealing with Jupiter, and you know Taurus don't like change, so of course you gotta go through some changes. You know what I'm saying? Universe gonna put you through tests and this shit, and if you can handle this, cool. But if you can't handle this, we're gonna see how hard, how much you're gonna basically be able to obtain to put yourself back into a circumstance situation that you're rich in spirit. You don't need this shit. These things are your bitches, so know that shit. Also, when we got Jupiter and motherfucking Gemini, you're gonna be basically, this is also trying, you're gonna be expressing yourself in big harder ways, being more inspirational, learning more things, learning new things in effective ways, communication, social skills and stuff. You're gonna be more open to information during this time. Take that advantage to the prime of your ability. Cancer, you're gonna be having comfort and concern, gathering seeds and belief during this time. For me, you gotta believe in yourself. For me, you may not love your condition or your circumstance situation right now. Life may be out of control, but you gotta have faith. And of course, Jupiter is exalted here too, so take advantage of this spirituality spectrum and get more into your intuition, your imagination, your dreams, where you can basically envision yourself in this motherfucking new house and comfortability, and not being in holistic natures. And of course, when we got this basically dealing with fifth house, basically you're gonna be having, it's time to basically get more into your expressions, your big hearted, inspirational spectrums, more confident, taking center stage, and basically having ego and basically having self esteem during the time. Leos, express this. For me, be more open and for me, have joyfulness during the time. For me, the stars is telling you to step up, so you need to step your game up. For me, don't basically be stagnated. For me, be open. There's a time to basically grasp for what you want and need. Go for it. For me, don't stay stagnated, because when this shit is all said and done, you're gonna be the one asked out. You be like, oh shit, I should have did this, I should have did that. Nah, fuck that. Get on point. Also, Virgo, you're gonna be more finding intuition and expansion and growth when we're talking about helpfulness or being organized, being more goal oriented, and basically being more practical when we're talking about dealing with other people and being service to other people and being more organized. Try not to let your ego get in the way. Believe in yourself. Feel me? Also, when we talk about Libra, you know, have balance, a balanced mind. Try not to let idols or people, places, and things be a circumstance situation to actually see where the only way you can basically have expansion and growth is by watching somebody else. For me, you need to relate your ways and morals so where you can learn from other people's, and basically take this information and learn yourself and learn how to indirect this with other people. For me, try stop looking external and look more internal. Scorpio, you're gonna basically be dealing with you're gonna be dealing with putting all of your insecurities to the side during this time and shit. Being more strong, being more powerful, and being more intellect, having more strength. And you're gonna be going through intuition during this time when you're dealing with your imagination as far as where you want to be seen, dealing with investigation, dealing with occult mysticism behind the scenes spectrums. For me, try not to be caught into the light, because you may be taking advantage of other people during this time. You may try to use this to your own advantage. Try not to do that. Sagittarius, you're gonna be seeking inspiration, strength, and try not to be stagnated. For me, try to expand your horizon during this time. Capricorn, you're basically going to dealing with growth, responsibilities, practicality, directness, and try to develop more ways of learning how to be more of a status-oriented person in society during this time. Aquarius, you'll basically be going to jumping into try not to jump into decisions, try not to make any changes during this time. For me, Aquarius is y'all also being key to this spectrum too, because this is also a sextile dealing with Jupiter. So expansion, growth, cult mysticism, technology, new ways of learning, new ways of interacting during this time is basically key. And also, last but not least, Pisces, you're going to be going through charitable moments, loyalness, feel me, giving and help to society, speaking that good old talk, speaking that we all must rise, rise to the power, fight the good fight. You know what I'm saying? This is a good time to basically expand and utilize your intuition and go within yourself and basically be more open to society and helping them and uplifting them during this time, because we about to be going through some shit in this motherfucking month of December, so y'all better be prepared and get ready, real shit.